Hello, this is ADHD Annie. Come cook with me as we discuss some mental health updates. And so I am cooking one of Autumn Bates' recipes. It's the high protein kale potato soup. Also, it has bacon. And I'm just sauteing bacon in an Instapot, something I learned very recently. But anyhow, I don't know, for those of you who haven't looked through my YouTube channel and whatnot, I have a pretty detailed story on my long-standing history of depression, specifically treatment-resistant depression, and the transmagnetic cranial stimulation that I did, which was definitely, a game changer for my mental health. I will post a link in the comments below that will give you more details on that. However, I've noticed within this past week, the treatment-resistant depression is starting to circle back. I did reach out to the clinic, and I'm hoping to go back there by the end of this week, pending prior authorization. So that's where I am right now with that. It's hard to gauge. I know the clinic, usually they say that you should be doing this every 6 to 12 months, and then other sources are saying not. So I don't know. I looked up ChatGPT and it did say something about, 30 to 40% of people do benefit from the antidepressant effects of these sort of booster sessions, which is what I'm looking to do. Especially, not only do I feel that I need it, but that, I'm at the end of the month or the end of the year and I've already reached the deductible. So going back to ChatGPT, I would say it's probably possible that I'm in that 30 to 40% that would benefit from another maintenance or rescue session of some kind. So anyhow, I am also laughing hysterically and listening to Cinnamon Toast Ken and Buff Pro on YouTube in the background. This time I had silenced the sound because I feel like more often than not, when I'm playing something on YouTube in the background, that, I will speed up things to 3 times the speed or whatever, and then, the YouTube videos sound like a bunch of chipmunks and that cackling and that sort of thing. So comment down below if you like it or if you don't like it. It's always good to know what my viewers' opinion is on these types of matters. Some people do like sounds like, dishes being washed, clanking pots and pans. I don't know. What's your thought on that? Because in order to silence out the YouTube videos that I'm playing in the background, I also had to silence out the cooking related sounds. So comment down below is very helpful for me. And interestingly enough, for up until 2020, I was definitely a podcast kind of girl. And there was a specific podcast which is not very popular because it has a very deranged sense of humor, and unfortunately, ADHD Annie kind of does fall into that sense of humor as well. But it was what was it? It was Madhouse something. And the guy that ran it, his name was Carlito Cross. So if you are under 18, please, I'm begging you, do not look it up or get consent from a parent or whatever. But anyhow, I discovered him, I want to say 10 plus years ago. And at the time, I wasn't on any ADHD medication, so I would always listen to Carlito's podcasts. And some of you who used to work with me, all about him because, I inundated you with Carlito and all of his phone pranking antics. But sadly, Carlito did die in 2020. He had ESRD. It was end-stage renal disease, stage 3. And he was an overweight diabetic. He did die during the pandemic. It wasn't from COVID, but he coded during a dialysis appointment and unfortunately could not be revived. So, all I can say is, Carlito, you are a legend, and I certainly miss your podcast, but I feel like ever since Carlito's death, podcasts are really no longer my thing. And to me, I just feel like as a neurodivergent female that, I don't know, I don't have the attention span for podcasts. That's the dilemma. So anyhow, yeah, that's where I am right now. But I feel like Cinnamon Toast Ken and Buff Pro are pretty funny. I definitely like YouTube a lot more than podcasts. YouTube videos, I don't know. Maybe it's just very visual for me, but I feel like YouTube videos are a hell of a lot more entertaining than podcasts. So that's my story on that one. But yeah, I recently reunited with a friend I hadn't seen in about, 9+ years. And yeah, we had a lot of catching up to do and that sort of thing. But I don't know. I feel like as I get older, the amount of close friends and ride or dies are more and more, they're just more and more far and few between. Although I do have some wonderful followers on TikTok, people that I have known for a decade. I can't say it, for 10+ years. And, they're good friends. They understood my need to laugh hysterically when listening to podcasts on the job. And they would definitely be considered in the ride or die category. So for those of you listeners out there, thank you for supporting me on TikTok and all the other things in life. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, I'm making this high protein kale potato soup in hopes, I'm probably going to freeze half of it because, the next time it's that time of the month, I'm hoping I will be less likely to cave into those, sugar cravings and all the things that kill my fitness goals. So that's my plan. I am really glad that I spent some productive hours doing this instead of, dicking around on YouTube. And then, the weekend is over and then I regret the overall lack in productivity. But yeah, the soup was pretty delicious, and happy election day, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.